Vishnu Padastota Sachi Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami to all of our Guru Varga, to the full at the feet of Srila Bhakti Vedanta Van Maharaj, from my heart, my Dandavat Pranam, all the Vaishnavas Dandavat Pranam as per their qualification. I had come to listen to Maharaj. Maharaj's nature is that he gives it to me to speak. So he gave, you all listen forcefully. I will tell one brief katha.
Story. उदाहरण की बताओ. मैंने कई बार सुनाई है.
So I told this story, this example, several times,
याद हो तो सुनो.
and I can repeat it. So listen and remember.
एक गांव था.
One village was there.
गांव में सभी भक्त लोग रहा करते थे.
In this village, so many devotees resided.
कारण ये था.
Why is that?
कि जो गांव का मुखिया था ना, वो बड़ा जबरदस्त भक्त था.
Is that the head of that village was
जबरदस्त भक्त का क्या मतलब है?
a very advanced devotee.
माला पहनने वाला भक्त था.
Means he was a devotee who wore tulsi mala.
ऊर्ध्व तिलक लगाने वाला भक्त.
He applied tilak. This is a very good devotee.
वैष्णव गुरु का द्वारा दीक्षा लिया हुआ भक्त था.
He took diksha from a Vaishnava guru. This is a good devotee.
और उसी चीज का उसने प्रचार अपने सारे गांव में किया क्योंकि मुखिया था.
And he was the head of the village, the chief of the village, so he preached that all over the village.
ऐसी स्थिति हो गई कि गांव में प्याज लहसुन बिकना बंद हो गया.
And it became such that even in the village they stopped selling onion and garlic. Why? Why did they stop? Because no one in the village ate them. Why did they not eat them? Because the head of the village was such a great devotee. Such as the king is, so the citizens will also be like that.
वो थोड़ी सी उनको चुंडी मारते. चुंडी मारना समझते हो? They just pinch them. Krishna pinched his devotees.
But Krishna just wants to pinch his devotees. He wants to establish something. He wants to tell something. So the village went dry. There was some drought. 1 year, 2 years. The money was gone. The food and water was diminishing. And the head of the village, however much money, however much gold and silver he had, he distributed it to all of the citizens of the village. And then he said, I will just go outside of the village, earn some money, and come back. And then until then, y'all remain here. So he went to the next place. So he left his home, closed the gate. He arrived at the next place. As soon as he arrived there, one hat fell upon his head. And as soon as that hat fell upon his head, the police came upon him and said,
our king glorified.
All glory is to our king. And he said, look, I'm not from your village. How am I the king? And then they said, yes, no, you are the king. And all of them took him to the kingdom's palace, and they sat him on the throne. Sitting him on the throne. People started giving him malas, performing arati, doing the Raj Abhishek, to establish him as king. And he kept saying, how am I the king? And then one citizen said that, well, this is after every 5 years, we throw this hat in the air, and whoever's head it lands upon, he becomes king. So he was a devotee. He was very intelligent. He was very sharp. So as a devotee, their discrimination, their intelligence is very sharp. They're able to assess the situations very well. They thought, why do they throw this hat after every 5 years? When someone's made king, why are they not just made king, but only for 5 years? Why is that? They're going to tell us that. They said, we're going to tell you after 5 years. So first you meet with all the ministers. But the king just had one question after 5 years. Why is that? Because he was very sharp, very intelligent. This is your kingdom, your palace. This is the place where you reside. This is where you will manage the court. And they took him to the roof. It's a very beautiful roof. He said, Maharaj, here you can see your city, your palace, everything you are the king of. The king said, oh, this is all great, but why? Only 5 years I am king. So when he was seeking all four directions on the palace, he went to see behind the palace, and he saw that there was a very great, very huge river, so wide and long. And on the other bank of that river, there was a very dense forest, dense jungle. And there, tigers, bears, cheetahs, all these animals were wandering. And they said, after 5 years, we leave our king in that jungle. Why didn't they say directly that they kill him? They said, no, we don't kill him. That's not in our culture, our tradition. We leave him in the jungle. And he became very saddened. They said, Maharaj, you're king for 5 years. Just enjoy for 5 years, and then after 5 years, you'll see whatever happens, happens. He became very serious. He stopped speaking. He didn't meet with anybody. Gradually, 1 year passed, 2 years passed. When the third year passed, he started to speak to people about going outside. He smiled also. When the fourth year passed, he started laughing a bit. And he called the ministers. He'd speak with them. He'd be happily. All the people said that now it's time for him to go, and he's getting happy. It seems that his mind is just so after the fourth year, then he started sitting with people, eating with people. And people are thinking, what's going on? And finally the day to go came. So one boat was there. And there's one boatman who does work after every 5 years. He took the king and he delivered him to the other side of that river. What is this bhajan? The boatman that comes once every 5 years, he came and took the king to the other side of the river. So the boatman said, Maharaj, I've been doing this work for so many years. And there was never one king that of his own accord came to sit in the boat. Came in himself. Every year they have to bind the king and tie him up and then put him in the boat. But you just came and sat. And he said, look, your work is to take me, so take me. So he began to start the boat. When he was halfway through the river, he said, Maharaj, am I dreaming? Like, why are you so happily sitting and speaking? And the king said, I will tell you. I tell you right now. Once you leave me on that other side, then I will tell you. So he took the boat and he delivered the king to the other side of the river. And he said, okay, tell me. He said, okay, come and sit outside the boat. And he said, no, you sit outside, you tell me. He said, when I'm saying come in and sit outside. There was a stone there, so the both of them sat there. And he said, look, we are devotees. We do satsanga, we hear katha, we associate with great personalities. I've heard one thing. What have I heard? That this life, we have attained this life. We have attained this life due to our previous karmas in our previous lives. Whatever happiness we are attaining, whatever sadness we are attaining, whatever difficulty we attain, why do we get that? Because of our activities in our previous lives. This is called parabdha. The shape of this life has been made already. We need to understand in this life how we are making our next life, because this life was formed by our previous life, so the next life will be formed by our activities in this life. So, when I understood that for 5 years I am made king, and after 5 years I will be sent to the forest if I die, I thought that I must take the benefit of satsang. Satsang says that an intelligent person does not think about this life, he thinks about after this life, the next life. He thinks about what is after this life. Who does not think about the next life is not intelligent. Who thinks about the life after this, he is intelligent. So I think that my life is 5 years. And I have to make my life after these 5 years. So all the money of this wait a second.
और आपके यहाँ से ईंट पत्थर लेके, आपके यहाँ से मिट्टी सीमेंट लेके मैंने यहाँ पर हमारे गांव के जितने लोग थे उनके महल बनवा दिए, जितने लोग उनमें और अपना भी महल बनवा दिया और उन सबको यहाँ बुला दिया। अब वो मेरे सारे गांव के लोग यहाँ रहते हैं, मेरा जो घर है, मेरा स्थान है वो ये है। अब मैं आपके देश को छोड़ के अपने घर चला, आप जाइए अपने घर, मैं जाऊंगा आपके घर। वो नाव वाला तो गिर गया उनके पैरों पे, बोलते महाराज मुझे नहीं चाहिए वो घर, मुझे भी आप अपने घर में रख और मुझे भी समझाओ सत्य क्या है।
And said, explain to me, what is the purpose of this life?
बोलते हैं देखो अच्छी तरह से समझो।
And he said, understand clearly.
ये जो हमें जीवन मिला है,
this life that we have attained,
उसमें ये शरीर हमारा नहीं है।
this body is not ours.
और हम इतने बेवकूफ हैं कि शरीर हमारा नहीं है, बल्कि हम अपने को शरीर समझते हैं।
And we understand that we ourselves are the body.
हम आत्मा हैं।
We are the soul.
इसलिए हमारे शास्त्रों में
Therefore, in our scriptures, our shastra, the word Jivatma has been spoken.
हम भगवान के अंश हैं.
We are one amsh, one limb of Bhagavan.
अंश का काम है.
What is the work of the amsh?
सेवा करो. उसका कहना मानो.
The work of the limb is to serve the body.
जिसका अंश होता है
The source of the limb.
जैसे मेरी ये उंगली है.
Like the limb extends from the amshi, the body. So the function of the limb is to serve the body.
भगवान बहुत सुंदर है.
Bhagavan is very beautiful.
धाम है.
He has his own abode.
हम उनके अंश हैं.
We are
हमारा
his
काम उनके धाम में जाकर उनकी सेवा करना.
limb. Our work, our task is to go to his abode and serve him.
सेवा करना हमारा काम नहीं है.
To serve inert,
काम क्या है?
to serve materialists with this inert body is not our work. Who we belong to, we are to serve him.
उनके नाम का कीर्तन करें. उनके नाम.
To perform kirtan of his name, to preach of his glories,
उनको खिलाएं, पिलाएं.
to
उनके साथ
serve
खेलें,
him,
खाएं.
to eat with him, to play with him. We should serve in this manner.
हम यहाँ बैठकर अपने को कर्ता समझते हैं, अपने को भोक्ता.
Sitting here, we understand ourselves as the doer, as the enjoyer, as the body,
पिछले जन्म के कारण है. ये जन्म मिला, इस जन्म
and we slip up,
अगला जन्म मिला.
and due to our previous life's task, we get what we get in this life, and then we get the same thing in our next life.
अपने
So we should spend this life like we're going to our home after it.
ये हमारे जीवन का उद्देश्य होना चाहिए.
So this is what I heard in satsanga. This should be the goal of our lives.
जब तक कोई समझाने वाला ना हो, तब तक आदमी की बुद्धि सही दिशा में.
So then the boatman said, until there's someone to explain these things, a person's intelligence cannot be properly directed to understand these things. And he said, yes, this is completely true. This is what is called guru. Who explains things properly, he is called guru. So we came in the association of Guru and Vaishnavas, and we should make our lives properly. This is the goal of our lives. And by this brief katha, I have tried to explain this thing. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.
सबसे पहले मेरे गुरुपाद पद्मों नित्य लीला प्रविष्टं विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमान भक्ति वेदांत.
First of all, I offer my unlimited pranams to the seat of my group at Padma, Vishnupada, Shuddha Srimad Bhakti Vedanta, Vaman Goswami, and the lotus feet into the Vishnupada, Shuddha Srimad Bhakti Vedanta, Narayan Goswami, at his fearless lotus feet. And after that, Italila Pravishtam Vishnupada, Shuddha Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. At the lotus feet of Bhagavan Ramachandra Prabhu, and at the lotus feet of all of the Vaishnavas, as per their qualification, I offer my Dandavat Pranam. In a very beautiful manner, in a very simple manner, by one example, Prabhuji explained to us that in this material world, this material world is not an eternal place for our residence. We have not come here to remain. Why have we come here? Forgetting Bhagavan, we have just bounced from one species of life to the next. This is the Mayak Samsar. This illusory material world. By one word after another, our Guru Padma have explained to us that this material world is called a prison house. It's a prison house. We are all in jail. And we must get out of this jail. Therefore, Guru and Vaishnavas, they give us this message. Back to God, back to home. This place is not our eternal residence place. Prabhuji, in a very beautiful manner, told us, we have come to this place just for a brief time. 5, 10, 100 years. We've come to this world. And residing in this material world, we're thinking that this is my home. as if someone told, as when someone remains in jail for a long time, they start to think that this is my home. In the very same manner, residing in this material world, we begin to think that this is my home. The habit is formed. But in truth, this is called a prison house. One day we have to give it up and go. Whether one desires or whether one does not desire, one day Maya will forcefully throw us out. But we do not want to go. This is the truth. When the time comes, then we do not want to go. We cry. We cry and we cry. May I reside for more time in this material world. May I enjoy the objects of the senses in this world. But everything that we see in this material world, it is all only lasting for a certain time. Its time is determined. So up until what point will we reside within this world, that is also determined. It's predetermined. And on that time coming, we have to go from this body. Janatish ko pare akela, bajle harika naam re. When kirtan. So the truth is that, where do we desire to go? Does anyone want to go? But that person who is intelligent, residing within this house, he begins constructing another palace. He is intelligent. That is an intelligent person who, before leaving this material world, he does such activities by which all the people will remember him. What type of activity is that by which the people of this material world will remember us? That is Bhagavat Nam, contemplating upon Bhagavan, performing welfare activities for others. Our acharyas have said that we can make the end of our lives successful if we do that thing which is for our benefit and for the benefit of others. Save yourself and save others. Live and let live. How can we do that? By Bhagavat Nam. Why is Hanuman worshipped? Hanuman is a monkey. He is a resident of the forest. So why do we worship a monkey? Why do we take his name? By whose name, by taking his name, all obstacles are removed. Hanuman is not simply a monkey. He is bhagavad-bhakta. He is a devotee of the Lord. He is the Lord's devotee. Therefore, he is worshipped in so many temples. He is so respected. If he is a monkey, then he's not going to be worshipped. In the same manner, Sadhu, Guru, Vaishnava, they come to us and they tell us this katha, that I am not of the samsara, I am of the spiritual world. And before leaving this material world, what must we do? We must perform kirtan of Bhagavan's names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. However many great persons there are in this world,
आ जाता है कोई भगवत भक्त हो।
The name of the greatest person would be the name of Bhagavan's devotee,
जन्म लिया
such as Prahlad Maharaj.
असुर कुल में।
He took birth in a demon dynasty.
प्रहलाद असुर कुल में जन्म लेकर के
But even though Prahlad took birth in a demon dynasty,
प्रणाम करें।
we all pay pranams to him.
क्योंकि बहुत भक्त की महिमा दिखा रहे हैं।
Because the glories of Lord's devotees
वास्तव
are
में
being
हम इस
displayed.
संसार की भी नहीं है।
And in truth,
ये
we are not
सारे
of this
नाता एक दिन
samsara.
न एक दिन छूट जाएगा।
All of this will
इसलिए
leave
मैं ये कीर्तन
at
करता
some
हूँ
day.
तुलसीदास जी का जो ये कीर्तन है सीताराम सीताराम
Tulsidas has one
सीताराम
kirtan.
कहिए, सीताराम 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 कहिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम ताये विधि रही, विधि के विधान जान हानि लाभ सही है, सीताराम 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 कहिए, एक नाता राम जी से दूजे नाता छोड़ दे, एक नाता राम जी से दूजे नाता छोड़ दे, और
विधि का विधान जानना,
विधि के विधान जान हानि लाभ सही है। सीताराम 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 कहिए, जिंदगी के डोर सो हाथ बिना नाच के, तू अकेला नहीं प्यारी राम तेरा साथ में, मुख में राम नाम राम से हाथ में, तू अकेला नहीं प्यारी राम तेरा साथ में, सीताराम 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 कहिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम ताये विधि रही, साधु संग राम नाम अंग रंग रंगी रंगे, सीताराम 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 कहिए, सीताराम 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 कहिए, किया वो विमान जब विमान नहीं पाएगा, होगा प्यारे वही जो श्री राम जी को पाएगा, सीताराम 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 कहिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम ताये विधि रही, एक नाता राम जी से तुझे नाता छोड़ दे, सीताराम 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 कहिए, जाहे विधि राखे राम ताये विधि रही, विधि के विधान जान हानि लाभ सही है, सीताराम 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 कहिए। कितने सुंदर ही चुप है, बहुत अच्छे हैं। हाँ, ये वास्तव जीवन का इतिहास ही है। एक नाता राम जी से दूजे नाता छोड़ दे,
Life history is like
राम जी
this.
से दूजे आशा छोड़ दे, सीताराम 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 कहिए, जीवन की एक ही आशा,
So our only hope in
आशा
our
क्या है?
life, what is our asha? What is our hope?
राम जी के हम सेवक बन जाए,
It's only that we can become the servant of Ram,
कृष्ण के सेवक बन जाए।
the servant of
ये
Krishna.
कहते हैं, एक नाता राम जी से दूजे नाता छोड़ दे, एक आशा राम जी से दूजे आशा छोड़ दे। एक दिन तो सब आशा छोड़ करके जाना ही पड़ेगा।
One day we'll have to leave our other hopes and aspirations and go from this place. So
जीवन है।
our only life's hope should be that we can become servant of Ram and Krishna.
धीरे धीरे तब हमें अनुभव होगा।
When that,
संसार के साथ
when
में
our old
क्या
age
नाता है?
comes, then
क्या
that
मिला
experience
मुझे?
that will come. That what have I got from this material world?
इस संसार में जितने भी नाता जो है, संबंध जो है,
Okay,
वो
there you
सब
go.
सारे संबंध
All of the relationships of this material world, those all will be left behind.
इसलिए
Therefore,
करें प्रभु के साथ
Prabhu ke saath, not the Jodi ji. Make a relationship with Prabhu.
रामचंद्र प्रभु जी ने सुंदर उदाहरण दिया, किसके पता नहीं चला, और धीरे 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 उसी जंगल में ना जाने कितने सुंदर महल कोठिया बना ली।
So even though, like he was telling in this story, while he was on the one side for the 5 years as a king, he was making a very beautiful kutir, a beautiful residence place on the other side of the river, getting all these wild animals out.
इस संसार में रहते हुए हम परजगत के लिए,
So residing in this material world, we must make a palace in the spiritual world,
परजगत के साथ हम संबंध
and we must make our relationship with that spiritual world.
है,
Because these relationships of this world are temporary. These will all be forgotten. These will all leave behind us.
साथ ही साथ
So when we change our body,
सब भूल जाएंगे।
we will all forget all of the relationships we had pertaining to this body. Do you remember your mother and father from your previous life? No.
पूरे जन्म में आपकी बेटा बेटी पति
Do you remember your children, your husband, your wife?
किंतु देखो इस शरीर
From the
में आने
previous
के
life,
साथ
no.
ही साथ वो भूल गए।
Because as soon as you left that body, those all relationships were forgotten.
40 साल 50 साल 100 साल
And then that time will come. After 2025, whenever you leave your body, all of this palace we built in this material world, under this body, that will all be forgotten. And then we must again establish relationships. So this is going on from time without beginning, from unlimited time. Therefore, Guru Vaishnavas say that make your relationship with Ramji and leave aside that other relationship. How can we make that relationship with Ram? By chanting Bhagavan's name. And nothing else is required. All of our family members in this world remain with them. We are not saying that leave them. What is the necessity to leave them? Our Acharya said that don't leave them, simply. Jodna. Like don't leave them, connect them. Connect everything with Krishna, with Ram. And then everything will be connected in spiritual life. Mukh mein Ram seva haath mein. The Lord gave us such a beautiful mouth. What should we do with it? We should chant His name. Bhagavan's given beautiful hands. By these hands we should serve Bhagavan. We should do service for Guru and Vaishnavas. We should make kitchen service. Offer bhogs to Thakurji. This house is not a house. This house is not a house. It's called a temple. It's a temple. Grihamedhis. Who resides in the mandir? Bhagavan. No one else resides? Then also Bhagavan's servants reside there, his devotees. Do devotees reside in the mandir or not? So in this manner, all the members of one's family, make them all the servants, accept them all as the servants of Bhagavan. And this is called making your house a temple. People say that Grihastha is useless, but Shastra does not say, not even one time, that this is useless. This is tapabhumi. It is a place of austerity. Residing within this house, we must perform bhajan, such as when we reside in the temple, great personalities perform service of Thakurji. In the same manner, this house is a mandir. It's a temple. In this temple, keep Bhagavan. Keep Him first. Keep Him highest. And keeping Bhagavan in the highest, then serve Him. This is the conception of a Guru Vargas. It's such a beautiful, pure house. In this pure house, Bhagavan may be present. May remain present. See, one is Grihastha and one is grihamedhis. Shastra has told us. Grihamedhis means like bamboo.
गेहूं अथवा धान को जो है अलग करने के लिए बीच में एक छोटा सा बांस को गाड़ दिया जाता था और फिर एक लंबी रस्सी लगा दिया जाता था.
When people would donate certain grains, they would cut a bamboo stick in half and keep a long rope, and they would make a cow walk in a circle. And then these atta grains and other things would get crushed by that. So this stick is called medhi. It makes a circle, like it keeps the cows walking in a circle. So who just accepts this samsara as mine, as me and mine, and he just continues to revolve in that, he is called medhi. But one who keeps the center as Bhagavan, as Radha Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or Bhagavan Ram, whatever your Aradhya Dev is, keeping your Aradhya Dev there and serving him, your worshipful object. That house is not a house, that house becomes a temple.
उसी प्रकार इसलिए कहा जाता है एक होता है गृहस्थ.
Therefore it is said, one is called Grihastha and grihamedhi.
गृहमधि के जो कहा जाता है इसको त्याग देना चाहिए.
We are to renounce this grihamedhi,
गृहस्थ होकर के रहना.
and we are to reside as a grihastha. Wherever the saints and great personalities come, and we can serve them. Do the great personalities come in the temple or not?
ठीक उसी प्रकार
In the same manner,
मंदिर बना दिया जाए.
make this house into a temple. You don't have to do anything else.
भगवत नाम कीर्तन आदि हो.
In Bhagavan's name, kirtan, etc. may be there. Therefore our acharyas say, Jaydina grihe bhajana deki, grihe te golaka bhaya.
Charana sindhu
dekhiya ganga, sukhana sima paya.
Shuddha-bhakata charana renu bhajana
Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling that on the day that saints come into our home and bhagavad-bhakta is going on in our home, Nam Sankirtan is going on in our home, then that house is not a house. That house becomes directly Goloka Vrindavan. Such as in your house, saints, great personalities have come. Prabhuji told such beautiful katha, and so many saints have come. And who knows how many demigods have also come that we cannot see. One time I remember katha. Someone said to Gurudev that Maharaj, you're speaking katha and all these chairs up here are empty. And Gurudev said, see, you're saying that these chairs are empty, but I'm saying that demigods such as Brahma and Shiva are sitting here. See, our vision is different from the vision of saints, which is very, very high. Where Bhagavan's katha is spoken, Bhagavan's sevaks come there automatically. So many demigods come there. Bhagavan himself recites that Naham vasami vaikunte. One time Narad Rishi asked Bhagavan, Bhagavan, tell the truth, where do you reside? Bhagavan said, look, Narad, Naham vasami vaikunte. I don't always reside in Vaikuntha. Na yoginam hridayena cha. I also don't reside in the hearts of the yogis. The yogis don't eat, they don't feed me. They don't eat themselves, they don't feed me either. So I don't reside there in their hearts. Where do I reside? Madbhakta yatra gayanti tatra tishnami narada. Where my devotees perform my katha and kirtan, I am directly manifest there. So many kathas are there. Our time has completed. Wherever Ram's katha is there, Hanuman himself comes and sits there. Wherever bhagavad-bhakta goes on, at that place, Bhagavan's dearmost devotees come and are present there. So I heard that Ramchandra's health is not good. So I sat here and then I did pranams, I sat down and then I saw that Prabhuji had manifest here. So in truth, birth after birth, we may have these samskaras, these impressions.
अधिक समय लेना नहीं चाहता हूँ।
I don't want to take more time.
इसलिए आपके घर जो है पवित्र गृह है।
So your house is a very pure home.
यद्यपि आप लोगों के साथ विशेष मेरा कोई परिचय नहीं हुई।
And although I don't have I don't know you all so well, but I came to Mataji's house the last year also. And she has so much affection towards all of the devotees and also towards me. So we pray that we may have these impressions in our heart, these samskaras, birth after birth, in this very pure home here. What is the name?
पवित्र गृह है, अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे।
This is a very pure home. I like it very much. So gradually everyone should progress in spiritual life. And all devotees should reside together and perform bhajan of Bhagavan. This is the essence of life. Jai.